guys. It's your girl Nyrah the Sun, and here we are in the future. That's for all my Steven fans. That's for all of my Steven Universe fans. We here. Yeah, this is editing me. This isn't recording me. Remember we talked about that? You remember how we said that before? Yeah, same me. Thank you so much for making it this far. I know that the first vlog was such a chunk of time. So the fact that you came back to see part 2, that means the world to me. Welcome to part 2. Not 4. 2 of my first mental health vlog. If you didn't see part 1, it's all good, okay? But I do suggest that you do go in and check it out, okay? Just check it out. It's good stuff in there. It's good stuff. And like I did on the first video, I'm gonna go ahead and issue a small trigger warning. You know, if mental health things is just not something that you want to talk about right now, then that's okay. But this video is going to be talking about the vulnerability of depression and other mental illnesses and how it kind of affects our everyday life and even some of the decisions that we make in life that can be groundbreaking. Okay, we're going to talk about a little bit of faith, a little bit of Jesus. Okay, we're going to have a little bit of fun. All right, we do some of everything here. We're going to be on the nooks and crannies on this channel. Okay, so if that sounds like something you're interested in, then keep watching. So, hi, I'm Nyrah, also known as the Sun. But today, we're not feeling so sunny. Honestly, I haven't felt sunny for a couple of days. Ew, not the glue melted a little bit when I was under that dryer. Ew. We're gonna fix it though. We're gonna fix it. I'll tell you right now, I am not a hair guru. I can make some magic happen, I can, but I'm gonna sit here and be like, oh yes, I know all these things and I'm coming to teach you. No, it's not what I'm here for. Why am I here? Because we need more honest people in the world. People who will say, hey, things are not fantastic. I suffer from anxiety and severe depression and PTSD, but I'm working through this health journey, this mental health journey. Learning how to take my medicine and transitioning through that funky time period and learning how to take care of myself when for so long I was so worried about taking care of everyone else and making sure everyone else was good. So God kind of has me in a season where he wants me to take care of myself, but he also made a ministry out of it. Let's just go with today. Today was hard. And I know that people who do suffer from different neurodivergencies, mental illnesses, and disorders, we tend to have a lot of days that feel like that, especially with the weather changing and, you know, there's the seasonal depression, and then if you have like actual, like, you know, regular depression, it's like, even if you take your medicine, that seasonal depression is like, and it could be hard. I needed the help today. So I made a vlog because 1, the Lord told me to, and 2, because I know that out there somebody is also struggling with the same thing. You can't wear the mask anymore. You can't fake it anymore. You can't pretend anymore to be okay, and it's exhausting because you spent so much time being almost proud of yourself that you were able to wear the mask, and now you're here and you feel naked and vulnerable and cold and afraid, and it's a lot. And sometimes just functioning and doing regular day-to-day things like brushing your teeth, doing your hair, and taking a bath, and eating, and taking your medicine, and making your bed. Some of the simple things seem like the biggest battles. So I'm starting this series not only to encourage me, but to encourage whoever needs it out there that you don't need to fight yourself. We have to fight the depression. You have to fight the anxiety. You have to fight whatever it is that you're battling and that you're facing, because it's only temporary. And I remember my dad would say all the time that you don't want to make permanent decisions for a temporary problem. And I know that people have heard it, you know, you can be down and it can be dark for a while, but the sun has to come up. And I want to help you find your sun. The sun, not the actual one in the sky, but when I call myself the sun, it's almost prophetic. Hold on, I'm gonna get into that. But what I'm gonna do is something that I love doing. I love doing my makeup and I love doing my hair. I'm gonna do a makeup look while I talk to you about this because yeah, and you don't have to watch me. You don't. Sometimes it just helps me to do something creative to remind me of joy, even if it's a glimmer, and it makes things a little bit brighter. So I'm gonna do something and I'm gonna make it pretty simple. Let me jump into this. And what I'll do is I will put in the description all of the things that I'm going to use today. Because, you know, the point is not the makeup. I'm not a guru. It's definitely not the hair because I sure ain't a guru. Okay, we're just gonna be. Okay, we're gonna turn some internal lights on, some emotional lights on. So you'll see me kind of look down a couple of times because my mirror is down here. Or look down consistently because my mirror is down here. So just bear with me. But I will be talking to you, and you can listen to this while you're driving, while you're walking. You could do your makeup with me. You could be winding down for the day, taking a bath, whatever it is. But I want to challenge you while you're watching this that you do something kind for yourself. You do something that you love, something that makes you smile, okay? Whether it's journaling or whatever. I just want us to be good stewards with ourselves. So today was and yesterday was but we're here. We are here. As I was saying, the sun for me is the version of myself that God wants me to be. I honestly don't know what you may have been taught or what you've learned, but if you're anything like me and you have my kind of background, you might come from a space where it kind of feels like, I don't know, if things aren't going right, maybe you did something wrong. Maybe God's punishing you. Maybe you're just not in his will. Maybe you just, you may have heard all kinds of things. But as I have been learning for the past few years, and I'm 25. So when I say few years, I mean since 2019. So math, 23, 22, since that time period, I have been learning the actual character of God outside of what may have been misrepresented, miscommunicated. If you're going through things and you're dealing with certain illnesses, or if life is just hard right now, but if today is just hard, it's not necessarily because you did something wrong. No. What I'm learning is sometimes when you're experiencing a lot of pressure, sometimes it's because he's trying to push you into the version that he originally intended. What I mean is the version of you, kind of like that little kid, before they said that you can't, before they got discouraged, before they said ugly and mean and nasty things, before that, when you were originally made. The Bible talks about how he knew you in your womb. That means you didn't even start down here. We didn't even start down here. We started up there in heaven, in the spirit with him. And then he sent us down here on assignment. And while we were down here with other humans who are full of sin and iniquity just like we are, and other humans who face different pains and heartaches just like we have. Also, disclaimer, makeup wise, I am trying to look that I saw on Pinterest. I will show it to you. I don't know what I'm doing. It looks real cute though. I was like, oh, I want to try. So here we are. If it turns out not great, oh well. It's not about the end result really. It's really more so about the process. We're just spending some time doing something we like. Oh, make sure you comment below. I really want to know what you guys are doing. I know we said I was going to challenge you to do something that you love, do something that makes you feel good, some kind of form of self-care, self-love. And I'm curious about what do you do? I like hair and makeup. I like taking long hot baths. Tell me about what you're doing. But anyway, yes, he sent us down here on assignment and puts natural desires and urges and things like that on the inside of us. And then we come across these other humans who are very human, just like we are very human. And they you end up kind of changing course, becoming whatever it is that you need to become to survive. For some of us, we may have been bullied or came up in homes that were not necessarily ideal or whatever it is. And that affected you. And it dimmed your light. Made you feel like you needed to shrink yourself or stretch yourself into something that is not necessarily what God had intended for you. But if it's successful, then it's good, right? If people leave me alone, then it's good, right? If you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, then it's good, right? And the answer is no, because you feel it, this tension, this discomfort. Well, first, before I jump into that, I want to acknowledge, if nobody has acknowledged that your experience is real, that your truth is real, that it actually happened, that it wasn't your fault, that you didn't consent, whatever it was. If nobody's acknowledged it, I want to acknowledge it today. I want to acknowledge that your feelings are 100% valid and your truth is your truth, and nobody can take that from you. Nobody else needs to validate it except for you and God. He doesn't look at you the way that you think or the way that others have made you think, where it's these eyes of judgment or anger. He looks at you with so much love. It's the sin he don't like, but even then he loves you so much. But it's a whole nother tangent. Oh, the color that I just put on my eyes just now came from the Morphe James Charles palette, the mini palette, because the big one was expensive and I was like, oh, so I got this one. And I'm about to put on some Yes Please by ColourPop. But if you're anything like me and deal with self-doubt and things like that, that thing that you feel may not even be that important, may not be that special. I just like makeup. I just like to talk. I just like to build cars. I just like to sing. I just. And that thing is that's a calling that was put directly on your life and only you can do. And as I'm figuring out, that pressure is him just trying to get you to your original design. I'm looking at the design of the makeup look I'm trying to do. This is the Makeup by Mario Master Metal Manipulator that I'm using. I'm going to use this to turn an eyeshadow into an eyeliner. Ew. Yeah, I've been wanting something like this for the longest time. I am so very excited to give it a try. So, we gonna see if it work out. But I'm going to use Butter Cake. I want to try Butter Cake. Is that pretty? That pretty color right there. I don't know. Or should I use Chauffeur? The girl in the picture video used Butter Cake, but she also was not brown or not black. I'll say that. Not my skin color. You know what? I'm gonna just go for a middle and I'm gonna just do whatever this is, this Louis, because this is giving me some red. It's giving me some red undertones. So let's go for that. Anywho, I know you're probably like, what is you blabbing one about? Well, truth be told, to be real with you, lately it's just, I've been in a place where it feels like I've just been trying to be everything that everybody wants me to be. And I keep falling on my face and I ask myself, why? Why isn't it working? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? Why? And the truth is because you're not supposed to be there. I know society will have you to believe that sometimes fighting is always the way to do things, but I'm learning in this different kind of season that I'm in. That is not what you're supposed to be doing. It defeats the purpose. You're fighting for something that you're not supposed to do. You're fighting for a space, a position, or whatever that is not even for you. It's a fight that you're putting all this energy into. And the question really is, why? Why? Because it looks good on he, she, they, them. Because it's what they, them told you should be doing. You should be focusing on. I got to a point in my life where literally God asked me, he said, if you are so busy living for this person, that person, when are you going to have the time to live for me, to be who I created you to be? It hit me hard. Everything felt like it changed after that. My attention was brought to a whole new question that I had never thought about. Shooketh is what I was. And since then, I've been pondering, trying to figure that out. But let's be honest, okay? Sometimes the thing that God asks you to do or calls you to do, it seems like, wait, why? Why would you want me to do that? Why would you want me? Why would you want me to make that movie, write that book, tell that story, whatever? And he like, cause I told you to. And let's be real, are you really happy there doing and being what everybody is telling you to do and be? Because when I sat back and looked at it at first, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, at first I thought, yes, I'm happy. I'm getting all of the things. Okay, it's all happening. It's all coming together. In reality though, I was suffocating, trying to figure out why am I so tired. And I'm not talking about that good tired. That good tired, don't worry, I'm not done with my eyebrows. I just forgot to put on my black eyeliner, because that's what the girl did, is put on a black eyeliner. So no, I ain't talking about the good tired after the gym, that tired like when you're beginning to realize that you're about to be out, you're about to act out of character. You're about to be real unholy. And not like a pride thing, not like that, but like you legitly are like beginning to question everything that God said that you were. You are beginning to tear yourself apart. And not in a humbling way. I mean in that ugly, nasty way. When you're beginning to dread every single day. When you begin feeling like, why did the sun have to come up today? I don't have the energy. I remember I knew something was up, y'all, when I got to the point where I was doing a meditation, because I had started, for my mental health, I found that having a routine really helps me to stay in a more positive mindset. But I kind of got to a point where the lady on the meditation, she was like, I want you to close your eyes and imagine mountains in different shades of blue. And imagine the sun is peeking over the mountains. And you see this beautiful yellow hue. And I kid you not, in meditation, in my living room, I had a full-blown panic attack. In meditation. Now, thank the Lord, I was just in my living room by myself, but when the thing that I was pushed to do by God, by meditating and spending time with Him and myself in the morning, when that place stopped being a place of peace, and that's where God had told me to be, something was wrong. When I would actually in real life, no play, was dreading, and I do mean dreading, having to face another day. Child, when I got to that point, I was like, oh, something's wrong. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. It's wrong. Ain't nothing right about it. And I started asking God questions. I actually started getting frustrated with Him, to be real with y'all. Y'all want to be real? I was getting frustrated. I'm like, Lord, you put me here. You gave me this. Why are you leaving me out here? You just sitting back, you letting it happen. And He was just like, I'm trying to nudge you. You staying here is your choice. Can you believe that? He said you staying here was your choice. That He had already released me. And at that point, I was just holding on to the thing that I thought made sense. And it was hard to hear because, y'all, I did not want to believe that. I did not want to believe that I was here on my own accord, on my own account. I was like, no, that's a lie. I'm here because you put me here, right? This is what you wanted for me in my life. And He was like, no, it's actually not. That's actually not at all what I wanted. But you wasn't trying to hear that, so free will. It's different. It's a different kind of scary when God gives you that He give you that go ahead. And not like the, oh my child, yes, go in that direction. No, I'm talking about that. You know what? You know what? This is what you want to do. Go on ahead. You gonna learn. It was that. So here I am having a whole panic attack and emotional breakdown, trying to figure out how to get out of what I put myself in. Still trying to figure out how to make it make sense. There's gotta be a way to not let this person down. There's gotta be a way. Oh yeah, I definitely did this eye much better than this eye. You know what? Stay right there. We're gonna fix this. Hang on. Okay, that's better. All right. So you're at a point where you're like, no, God, there's got to be another way. There's got to be another way. He's like, no, I said what I said. Ugh, it's terrifying when God wants you to veer from the pack. When I say the pack, I mean whoever you considered your pack or desired to be your pack all this time. When he's like, yes, that thing that you've always been working towards, yeah, leave that. That thing that all these people told you was the direction. Child. It's scary because in your mind, leaving them or that does not seem very realistic. And once again, I don't know what you may have been taught. I don't know who told you what. But I know that whatever God has for me is bigger and greater than anything I could ever fathom, imagine, or think, you know? Because he's, God. He created me and wants what's best for me. And I mean, he said I was going to do greater works than, even Jesus. So, hey, you don't even know what's out there. And you're going to turn it down because some person made of blood and flesh and water. You don't want to make anybody uncomfortable. You're scared. You ain't never been there before. And all that is understandable. But I guess that leaves you at a crossroads, a choice. So I guess then the question becomes, what you gonna choose? You're gonna go with the God of the universe? Or with this person whose life and breath came from the God of the universe? Okay, I'm gonna move on to foundation. I can't believe I've been recording for an hour. So sorry. I didn't think it was gonna be this long. I mean, hopefully by the time I edit everything, it'll all work out. But I'm gonna do a full coverage look because I'm afraid that this makeup look is not gonna work out the way that I want it to, and sometimes a full coverage will help. Again, like I said, I'm gonna put everything that I'm using in the description because today is not necessarily about the makeup. Today is about you. It's about me. It's about us. Figuring out how to get to tomorrow and get through today. You don't have to make a choice right now, but it's something to think about. I'll tell you this. That's some inside stuff. Okay? I'm giving you the secrets. Me trying to fight, okay? And I do mean fight. To be a flashlight. Okay? Because that seemed like what was normal. What everybody else is doing. What makes the most logical, earthly sense is what was pushing me deeper and deeper into sickness, fighting with depression and anxiety and all the things. And healing is a journey, okay? I'm not gonna say that once you make a choice and you decide, okay, you know what, I'm gonna try this sun thing, I'm gonna see. No, it's gonna be uncomfortable. It's not gonna make no sense. But by choosing to do that instead for so long, as in my whole life, it just kept pushing me to the point where I'm here. And I don't know about y'all, but I've known that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And I was just trying the same things over and over again and expecting something different. And God he moved slow. He was slowly trying to get me to trust him in more and more areas with more and more things. He's so patient. In case you didn't know, like, even if you're not sure today, even if you don't know if you're ready to make that choice or you don't feel strong enough to do that, to change, to leave, to quit, to I don't know, start the business, to whatever. He's so patient. But I can tell you this, even when it's uncomfortable and it's scary, you're dealing with a God who loves you more than any love that you may have ever seen, and he thinks you're to die for, quite literally. And he wants to put you in a place where it's not free of heartache and pain and stuff, but I don't even know how to explain it. I watch anime a little bit. it makes me think of The Last Airbender. Waterbenders, from my understanding, I have only seen a few episodes of that one. Please don't be mad. Yes, I am one of the people who is kind of new to anime. I've just been watching it for like a few years. My anime preferences are more so on a different side of the spectrum, but not necessarily the Avatar The Last Airbender. But it's like when the waterbenders, they can still waterbend. Okay, they can still control water in the daytime. They still can. But at night, when that moon out, oh, they have a whole different kind of power. A whole different kind of swag. A whole different kind of confidence. They in a bag at night. Okay? In a bag at night. So my question to you is, okay, like, I got more to that example. I have more to that example. Okay, because there was a part where, spoiler alert, the Fire Nation was going after the Water Nation. And the Fire Nation waited until the sun was out. They waited until the weakest point to attack. And they went to kill, in that time frame, y'all, they planned this out. They went to kill power source of the Water Nation's powers when it was daytime and they would be at their weakest. It's kind of like choosing not to be in the lane that God wants you to be, even if it is scary. It's like actively choosing to fight in the day, knowing that you are at your optimum power at night. That would be kind of crazy, wouldn't it? To be like, bronzer. I'm not doing a whole contour today. Yeah, how crazy would that be? To be like, yeah, I know that my enemy is trying to kill me. Not trying to play, trying to kill me. I just want you to be encouraged. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not broken. God's not mad at you. Sometimes he just puts us in situations because we need to be pushed so that we can hit that superpower, hit that thing that makes us us, that makes us strong, be that thing that the world needs, that God needs for us to be. Sometimes that's all we need. Don't fight yourself. Fight your depression. Fight your anxiety. Fight the things that are lying to you, trying to get you to be and do who you're not. And you know you're not. But even if you don't, God loves you. I love you. And there's no judgment coming from here. You're cared about, you're valued, you're so important. And I'm proud of you for even getting this far, because I know it's not easy. Life is not easy, but navigating life with mental illnesses and trauma and everything else is very not easy. And you're doing a great job. And you're gonna be okay. Okay? Ooh.
Many hours later.
Shut up. You would not guess what time it is right now. Hey Google, what time is it?
It's 12:46 a.m.
12:46 a.m. You may be asking, why? Why? What happened? Because you guys are gonna get the beautiful edited version of this. But in the middle of me recording, my phone just ran out of storage. I mean, it just ran out. Like, it just flat out just ran out of storage. And I was like, no. So then it was the hunt for an SD card, right? And I have the Samsung, oh geez. I have the Samsung Note 20. And so I was like, gotta get an SD card. Ran to the store, didn't realize it had snowed. Then it was like ice, it was all this stuff. And I finally got an SD card. Turns out that the Note 20 does not have a slot for an SD card. And it turns out that my phone only has so much storage, and it's actually not a lot of internal storage. So I was like, excellent. So then I was like, oh, okay. That's a problem. I'm gonna have to work on that, fix that. I had to end up going in and getting an external hard drive. And then I had to work to move all kinds of stuff from my phone to the external hard drive, just to find out that it only freed up like, I went from like 100% full to like 93%. So long story short, I'm probably gonna have to get a phone that has more internal storage so that I can have enough space to record and take videos and things like that, long enough for me to move it to my external hard drive, or at least to my laptop, to do all of my video making. I'm very tired. but I wanted to commit for myself and for you guys, because you guys deserve somebody to put in the work. And I'm here to encourage you, okay? And that was the point, the whole point of everything that I said. I just want to help you chase the sun, and I need help chasing the sun too. And maybe we can do it together. We can be little sun buddies. We can stick in this thing together, because even if you feel weak, God is strong. And even if you feel alone, you're never alone. And there's a whole bunch of people who are going through something similar to you. And that doesn't, not saying that to invalidate you. I'm saying that so that you know that there's people who understand and there's people who care. And I care. And so here's the final makeup look. I thought it was gonna crash and burn, but it was okay. Ooh, Lord, this eyelash is coming up because, child, I've been scratching and everything because I'm tired. I've been wearing the makeup look for probably a couple of hours now, as I was doing the whole running around and trying to do all of the things I needed to do to make sure that this video got out. I would have just continued it tomorrow, but I worked hard on this makeup and I really just wanted you guys to get the chance to see how it looked at the end. And so there you go. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. Make sure that you leave a comment. Tell me how you felt about the video. Tell me if you want to see more things like this. Maybe preferably a lot shorter. Make sure that you tap the like, pump the subscribe, and share it with a friend. And meet me back here soon. Okay? God be with you until we meet again. Keep chasing the sun. Love you guys. Bye. Hey. I know today's episode was a little heavy, even with a few jokes and memes scattered here and there, but seriously, if you're struggling in any way, know that you're not alone. There are services that were made just for you. There are communities with people who've been through similar circumstances. There's a God that loves you recklessly. I've left some numbers here below, some resources to kind of get you started if you do need some help, and they'll connect you to services that might be closer to you and in your area. Just know that I'm praying for you, and just keep chasing the sun. You got this. Shalom.